Hey there, it's Mr. Herm with another video. This time we're going to be talking about using a simulation to predict probabilities. And in this video, we're going to be using the simulation that's already done for us. This is one that's already been chosen. So it's going to be just like the homework problem you did previously. It's the one from yesterday. And it's going to have it's the one I talked about that I said I would have for you. So it's the one with the dog. So let's read it together and talk about it here. It says, use the table of randomly generated numbers below to answer all the questions. And this, of course, is that table right here. This is the table we're talking about. Darren created this table of random numbers to simulate 3 dogs eating food on 3 different days. So each of these is a dog. Each of these is numbers. Like, for example, if I have the number 266, this is a dog here. This is a dog there, and that's a dog there. And what are the things that the dogs can do? Well, it says here, Darren notices that his Spotty, his dog, usually drinks when he eats his food, but not always. So Darren looked it up online. Research said that 70% of the time, 0.7 is the decimal for 70% of the time, when a dog eats their food, they take a drink of water too. So Darren designed a simulation to estimate the probability that exactly 2 out of 3 times that a dog eats his food, he also drinks water too. So we're going to use the numbers. In this case, it does say 1 through 7 to represent a time when he ate his food and drank water. So I'm going to write those out as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So those are food and water. The other possibility is the 8, 9, and 0s left over. Those are the 30% or the 0.3. So 8, 9, and 0. And on those, it's just food. So it didn't, the dog didn't drink water that just ate those times. So we're looking for a specific amount here. We're looking for exactly 2 out of 3 times that they ate and drank. So we're looking for 2 of these and 1 of these. So if we look over at the 266, for example, the 266 here has a 2, which is in the first region, and a 6. And a 6, which is also in the first region. Well, that's all 3 are food and water. We want just 2. So that one's not going to work. Let's finish going through the first couple rows, and then we'll fill them in kind of quickly. And you can pause it and try on your own, too. So the next one's 342. Well, that's 3, 4, and 2. Those are all, again, in the first one, so that's no good. That's not exactly 2 times that the dog ate food and water. Let's try the next one, 847. So we've got 8, which is in the second one. That's 1 of those. And look, the 4 and the 7 are both in this group right here. That means that's exactly what we're looking for, 1 of those. Then we get 672, and I can see that I have 6, 7, and 2 all in this one. I want just 2 of those, so that's no good. Let's try 5, 6, 7. Again, 5, 6, and 7 are all here, so that's no good. What we could do is look for just 1, 8, 9, or 0. That might be easier. So on this one, notice I have 1, 8. Well, that's going to work. That's a good one. Is there a 1, 8, 9, or 0 here? Definitely not. So that's not a good one. Is there 1, 8, 9, or 0 here? No. How about here? Is there 1, 8, 9, or 0? Yes, there is. There's 1, 9. That one counts as a good one. And the last one, again, not 1. So that's no good. So I'm just going to fill these in kind of quickly, and then we'll go through the questions one at a time. And you can pause it if you want and see if you get the same answers. Okay, now that you've turned the pause off and you can see that we actually end up getting the same thing, hopefully, or really close. You might have made a couple mistakes. That's okay if you did. Just check and see what those are. So let's go over the questions right now for number 1. One says, what does the number 429 mean? Well, we actually could look up here and see 429 is right here. So we know 429 is one we circled. So if we circled that, that means that 2 of the dogs had food and water, and 1 just had food. That's what that means. On the second one, what does the number 5, 5, 6 mean? Well, I could find it in there, but I don't see it right off the bat. So I'll just go with 5, 5, 6. There's 2 5s and a 6, which means all 3. So all 3 had food and water. And finally, the last question says, use the results of the simulation to estimate the probability exactly 2 out of 3. Well, that's what we just did. Up here, we found out how many there were. So we're going to now use the probability to figure that out. It's pretty simple. We're just going to go in and count how many there were. So let me change the pen here. We're going to count how many there were that had. And it's not letting me change. There we go. How many had food and water twice? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So we got 16, and it's out of how many there are, which there are 30 of these boxes. It's a 5 by 6 box. So it'd be 16 out of 30, which we can reduce to 8/15. So the answer to number 3 is 8/15. Hey, thanks for watching. This is a great review video that you can learn from. Don't forget to check out, if you get a chance, to click on my Amazon banners on my website. They send a couple pennies my way when you guys buy something on the website. Thanks so much. Have a great day.